I'm Ari Temkin at the Star in Frisco. First things first, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to ring the bell so you're always notified when a new video is updated. Plus, if you like the video, make sure to give me the thumbs up and post your comments below. You can post any comments on the Cowboys or any other questions you might have for me. Feel free. I'm an open book. Feel free to post your comments down below. Well, here at the Star in Frisco, the Cowboys have finished up their preparations for their Thursday night game in Chicago against the Bears. And this has really been a week about talk for the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, it started very boisterously in the post-game locker room when the Cowboys lost the Bills on Thanksgiving, a la Michael Bennett. And that has continued with Jason Garrett and Jerry Jones trying to diminish the role of this two-game losing streak. But this team is sick of talking. They're getting ready to play a game on Thursday that will start the final four-game stretch of their season that will define this franchise and how it moves forward. Unless something crazy happens, until this season concludes, Jason Garrett is going to be this team's football coach. So we can stop wringing our hands and screaming about the fact that the Cowboys need to replace him, because it's going to happen at the end of this season. Unless, of course, the Cowboys get to an NFC Championship game or a Super Bowl, which what we've seen so far through the first 12 games of the season doesn't seem likely. But the biggest reason why it no longer seems as likely as maybe it did a few weeks ago is because of the play of the offense. Now, granted, they played some pretty good defenses back-to-back, the Patriots and Bills, and they'll have another really good defense to go up against on Thursday in Chicago against the Bears. But the bottom line is this once great, prolific offense has really become a shell of its former self. The biggest issues this team has is in the red zone. The Cowboys were finishing off drives consistently in the red zone early on this season, but the red zone issues were a major piece to the Cowboys' failures last year. If you recall, the biggest issues the Cowboys had last season were an inability to consistently finish drives in the red zone. So all of a sudden, Brett Maher and his missing two kicks becomes even more important because the Cowboys are stalling off in the red zone. So why are they doing that? Well, a big reason for that is because of their ground game. We've talked so much about the explosive passing offense that they have, and yet when things get tight, when the windows are smaller, it's so important to have an efficient ground game, and the Cowboys just have not been able to get that going, especially in the red zone. So the biggest thing for this team in the final four-game stretch of this season that will define this season and the direction of this program for the foreseeable future is about their ability to get the running game going inside the red zone and finish off drives with sixes. They don't have to worry about inconsistent field goal kicking, which has plagued them really all season, but in particular these last 2 weeks. But as down on this team as you might be, and most are very down on this team, at 6-6, they're still in firm control of the NFC East, which became even more firm when the Eagles lost on Sunday to the Dolphins. Now you might be thinking, who cares? Win the division and you're one and done in the playoffs. You have to host San Francisco or Seattle or the Vikings. With what we saw from this team through the first half of the season plus, this is a team that can win in the postseason. This is a team that has firepower on offense. Now all they have to do is figure out the adjustments that teams made to them and adjust the adjustments. It is without a doubt the first major test of Kellen Moore's young coaching career. And it all takes center stage Thursday night against the Bears. You can listen to the pregame show starting at 4 o'clock on 105.3 The Fan. Of course, Brad Sham, Babe Laufenberg, and Christy Scales have the call from Chicago at 7 o'clock. And then the postgame show with myself and Brian Broaddus to follow. And of course, make sure to listen all the time to 105.3 The Fan, where you turn it on, leave it on. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button to my YouTube page and give the thumbs up if you like this video and post your comments down below.